This one may be my last head shave for a good while, and I'll go into that in a minute. I forgot something in the other room, so I'm starting to stream off by leaving the stream, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I'm not good, it did me. All right. Give me 1 second here. All right. Just want to get to my channel here. All right. Come on, there we go. And I'm gonna set this up right here, just like this. Probably wasn't a good idea. What we're trying here, trying something new here in my setup. If it would stay still, it's not staying still. I think it's too heavy. I think that's the problem. I'm trying to set up a second screen here so I can see comments, if any. There we go. That's much better. Okay, now I can get started with the shave. So today's blade, I'm going to be using the Wilkinson Sword Quad Blade. It's called the Quad Blade because there's 2 blades on each side, giving you 4 blades in total. You know, I did a review on this. I didn't like it because it's super gimmicky. I mean, they have their own special blades that only use, can only be used in this handle. You can't put any other blades in this handle other than the blades that they give you, that they sell for this razor. So I never ever continued using it or, bought any of the refills that came in it with it. So this is what they look like. See, very different from actual real razors. Well, your regular traditional razors. That's the back of it. This is the front of it right here. And they have 2 blades on each side. I don't know if you can make that out there, but if you see the line there in the center, there are 2 blades on there, so that it's 4 in total. So it's 2 blades on each side, and that's how it's packaged. Now, a regular razor blade, which I'll show you once I get this open. A regular razor blade looks like this. And their razor blade looks like that. So you can see the difference here. You can't put this razor in their handle just because of the way these notches are. It's form-fitting for this handle. What's up, Long Island? What's up? How you doing? How you doing? Anybody coming in? Now, this is their handle right here. You just twist this. You hold on to here. That's why this looks like this, for you to hold on to. And you twist the bottom, and the top starts to raise up. And then just comes off. So they have these 2, I want to call them nipples, because that's what they look like. They have these 2 nipples here, right? These 2 little nipples here. You can't put this razor in here. They're too big. It doesn't rest. It doesn't rest on them. They're too large. It doesn't go. The blade flexes like that when you try to put it in. So they really did make a razor handle that you can only use their blades for. It's the reason why I don't really like this handle. So yeah. For the shave, I'm gonna use the only other one that it came with. This is how they come. I mean, I like this. This is cool. It's a coming in a case and all that stuff and everything like that. It only fits 1 per case, so when you buy this, you get 2 of these. And you see the opening is just wide enough to fit their whole like nipple system. See how it fits right in there? You can't do that with regular blades, so these blades are only for this razor. And you put it on top here. And then you could just rest it on there, and as soon as you start turning, it'll catch the threads and start tightening. And it's nice and tight, and that's it. That's how you load this razor, and that's how this one works. So it's the Wilkinson Sword quad blade, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. It's like a double. It's like a safety razor with 2 blades on each side. That's basically what it is. Good morning, Mark. How you doing? So that's what I'll be shaving my head with, and I'm going to dispose of the old one in a minute here. And once they're in it, it does flex like a regular safety razor. So when you see the old one is like is bent in the middle there, it's flexed. So it does flex it like a regular razor to give you the angle to shave. But yeah, I just don't like. I don't like how you have to buy these. There's no choice. If you want to stick with this razor, like if this is the first one, if this is a razor you bought and you really like it and you want to stick with it, you're forced to buy their blades. You can't buy any other ones. All right. Start with exfoliating the skin, of course. Always gotta exfoliate the skin. I guess you don't have to, but I guess for much cleaner, shave, you want the surface to be nice and prepped. So I always today I'm going with the Mountaineer exfoliating from the bald head care kit that they sell. They sell a whole kit just for bald men. It's got a bunch of products in it. It's pretty good. I like it. I have a review for it on the channel. It's got a lot of grit to it, so it really like scrubs you down. Really gets all that dead skin, clears out the pores of any dirt and all that stuff. Oof, all right. Oh, man. Now, this may be my last head shave for a good while. I'll tell you why in a second here. Just give me 1 minute here. I've decided that I'm going to try and grow my hair out. I am not 100% bald right here. There's a lot of fuzz, a lot of hair you don't really see because they're really thin and they're light. My baldness starts about like right around here where there's no hair growth, and on the very top back here, there's a small spot here that has no hair growth at all. So the rest of my hair growth, it's very thin. It's very thin hair. So there is there's a product that came out from Alley Cat called the Accelerator. So I ordered it. Should be on its way soon. And if I get it this week, then I'll start. If I don't get it this week, then of course next Tuesday I'll do the head shave. But if I get it this week, I'm going to try and use it on my head hair and see if it will help grow. Help out my thinning hairs. I mean, it's not going to regrow hair where there is no hair. So, what's up, Ellie? Good morning. It's not going to regrow hair where there is no hair. That's just not, not what it does. But your existing hair that's there and it's thinning, it should strengthen it and, help it grow healthy and thicker. So, that's the plan. That's what I'm going to do. So if I get it this week, like say if I get it in the next couple of days, before next Tuesday, then I won't be doing a live head shave until, you know, my hair grows out. I mean, my hair grows pretty quick. Like the hair that I do have in my head grows pretty quick. This is only 1 week. I've only been shaving once a week for this stream. When I don't stream, I do shave like, you know, twice a week. So yeah, this is a full week's worth of head hair growth, you know. So we'll see. We'll see. We never know. You know, it could work, and I could have, you know, more hair on my head and see where I truly am going bald. I'll do a whole like video on that, stuff like that. So there's potential for content is there. So that's, you know, that's what I'm doing. All right, so the head, it's been exfoliated. We're ready for the oil. I'm gonna be using Lather Jack. They make a pretty decent free shave oil. It's got the right thickness to it. It's not too thin. The only thing with it is that it's tough to get out from this restrictor top. They got a different restrictor top than you normally see on beard oils. So if you see it, it's got that little like extra thing there. So you have to actually tap it onto your hand. You have to actually make contact on the skin for it to come off. It doesn't drip out like other restrictor tops. So yeah, here he is. And you just don't get, I don't get enough. It goes on my head and my skin just absorbs it. So I gotta keep on applying. I mean, sometimes it comes out if you tilt it and you shake, but it doesn't fall on your hand. It kind of flies everywhere. So you gotta really just tap it out. This is another reason why I don't really use it that much, because this takes too long to get the oil. It shouldn't take that long. But other than that, it's a great product. You know, it works. Did a review on their shave oil and shave soap too. It's on the channel. All right, we're nice and slick, you know, shiny, slick. All right, ready to go. Let me wash this out. It does come off the hands very, very easily though. A little bit of soap, a little bit of water, and it just comes right off. So that's another plus. I like it. As far as the scent goes, I'm not a fan of it. It's grapefruit. I don't really like grapefruit. But hey, you know. And today's shave soap, I'm going to be going with Dr. John's. Really great. I like this. I think this is their double black, or it's just called black. I don't know. Yeah, it's just the black label. So it's called Black Label. Great bergamot scent. Very nice soap. Got a little bit of water in here, and it's starting to break down. It's really starting to foam up and come out of the jar here. So it's ready to go. Loading up the brush. And we'll build the lather on the skin today. Go. Dr. John's is it's a small batch soap company. They make vegan soaps. That means there's no tallow in it. There's no animal, you know, fat stuff in it. It's plant-based soaps. Just keep building that lather, painting it on like you do. Neighbors are mowing their lawn, so I don't know if you guys hear that. You probably do. I actually want to get them to mow my lawn because it's a small, like, mom and pop kind of like lawnmower company. They come and they have like a truck and one lawnmower and one edger, and that's it. It's not a huge crew, so their prices are probably a little cheaper because they don't have to pay employees. They kind of do it themselves. And it got me thinking. I was like, I could do that. I have a mower. I have the equipment. There's just something about doing somebody else's lawn and getting paid for it that, you know, would motivate me to actually do it. My lawn, like mowing my lawn and stuff like that, you know, it's kind of like a chore. It's like, you know, it's something you have to do. You know, you're not choosing to do it. You have to do it. I just got water in my eye. That was great. Yeah, you have to mow your own lawn, you know. But if I got paid to mow somebody else's lawn, I don't know. It could be lucrative. Maybe. I know they make decent money. These landscapers' houses over here in Jersey are huge. Something to consider, maybe, you know. But all right, there we go. I gotta teach myself again how to use this because it's been so long since I used this razor. I'm just gonna start from the bottom up here. Just like any other razor. I'll flip it over. Go this way. Yeah, all right. As far as it rinsing out like well, it really does rinse out well, you know, the razor. Not nothing on it. No hair, no you know, no shave soap or anything like that. It's stuck on there in between the blades or nothing. It's just it just works. It works. It's just a pain in the neck having to buy proprietary stuff for a handle. Shows their greed, in my opinion. Okay. It would be cool if it like layered regular blades and then tightened them and all that stuff. Good morning, Kevin. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. But they didn't do that. They didn't make it so you can put regular blades in there. They made it so you have to use theirs. I mean, it's a blade. I mean, I don't think it's that revolutionary. You know, it functions exactly like every other razor blade would. It's not like it does anything super special. Oh, come here. Back in the neck. All right. I've only used this like once or twice tops, you know. So as far as it like cutting me, I don't think it will. I think it can. I think it most definitely can cut you. It's not like the Henson safety shaver. You can't. I mean, I don't know how you cut yourself with that one. That's like, I feel like it's impossible to cut yourself with that Henson razor. All right, yeah, we're getting there. It's supposed to be, you know, more blades, less passes. It does plow through the hair like nicely. I mean, there's still hair there. I can feel it. So I do have to go with another pass. Wow, look at that. Missed all of that. And I wasn't about to push down either. I wonder if I should just, yeah, let's just do that. Let's just take this, spread that right over here. There's soap on there. It just looks clear. It's not super lathery right now because I'm just using a wet brush with a little bit of soap that was on the tip of the brush. So, but there's cream there. There's shaving cream there, or soap. And there we go. Look at that. Very nice. Oh, those blades scare me. Yeah, I like the Defender too. It's one of my favorites. What's up, James? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. I mean, for shaving the face, I'm telling you, this probably would be awesome to shave the face with. I feel like a lot of these blades, they're for shaving the face. They're not really for shaving the head. I don't think that's their intended use. But I like a nice close. You know, if you're gonna be bald, you know, you want that nice, really close shave, like as close as possible. And you know, it just goes on with the overall look of it. You know, you can't have a patchy head of hair and, you know, it be not shaven cleanly. Missing the whole back of my head. Oh boy. Oh man. All right. Another thing with these kinds of handles, like these chrome handles, they try to use this like the knurling in the metal and all that stuff. But you still get slip, you know, it's still slippery in the hand. I'm holding on super tight. See, it even has this knurling on it, but it's still slippery, you know, your fingers still slide around it. Because when you're shaving, you know, this stuff just drips down, so always keep a towel on handy, as you should when you shave. Just dry the handle every now and then, like I just did. And let's see. I missed a ton of hair in the back of my head, and my skin is dry, so that's not good. Okay, why not just put the soap on my hand here and just like that. Just find all the places that you missed, or I missed. Let's see, where else did I miss? Right, here we go, we have a strip right here. Okay. You know what's a tough thing I learned yesterday to deal with is other people's kids, like other neighbors' kids and stuff like that. you know, you can tell your kid what to do and all that stuff, and you can yell at your kid and all that stuff. But nowadays, like when it comes to other people's kids and stuff like that, you really can't. Um, you really can't say much. You really can't do much because you don't know how that parent's gonna react. You know what I mean? And especially if they're your neighbor, like you don't shoot. You're in a situation right there. So yesterday, I was in a situation where the neighbor's kid was in my backyard and was just shrieking, was screaming to the top of her lungs like a maniac. And I was like, I was in the house and I was like, oh man, this has to stop because, you know, I don't want screaming, shrieking kids in my backyard. Someone's gonna call the cops, you know? You know, it's just not safe for me. And we're doing this because I have a lot of hair in the back of my head, and that was taking too long. And so my first instinct was to go outside and, you know, tell them to shut up, like shut the F up, you know. But you can't say that to kids, you know what I'm saying? You really can't, especially when they're not your kids. So, you know, I took a couple of deep breaths, gained my composure, stopped getting angry, went outside, and I said, you know, we need to stop the screaming because it's too loud and you guys are getting a little out of control. That's exactly what I said. And thankfully, the little girl, she stopped screaming like that. And then, but the real thing that got me was, you know, kids play with like, yeah, right. The real thing that got me really angry was you know, kids play with like, you know, mud and worms and stuff like that. That's all part of growing up. That's part of just, you know, exploring and learning and all that stuff. Whenever a kid has their fingers in the mud and they're doing something, their brains are learning. So you just leave them alone, let them do their thing. You clean them up later. It's no big deal, right? So they're playing what's it called? They called it the drive-through. Yeah, they were playing drive-through, right? And they were making drinks out of water and mud and all that stuff, like at Starbucks, you know. And they had little plastic Starbucks cups that they got out of the recycling bin and things like that. And that I was like ill because, you know, people's mouths. But they said they cleaned it. I was like, all right, whatever, fine. So they're making these drinks and they're, you know, pretending to walk around and to go through the drive-through and order and everything like that, you know. So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. So I come back inside, and when the kids are playing outside, I have all the doors and the windows open so I can hear everything and I can see everything really quickly if I need to check on them. So I'm inside, you know, I forgot what I was doing. I think I was just doing the dishes or something like that. I know I was in the kitchen. And my son walks in, and he's drenched, his entire head of hair. And he's got long hair. His hair goes down to his shoulders. Fully drenched, covered in like dirt and little rocks and grass and all this other stuff. And I was like, so to not make him upset, because if I started yelling at him, he would get upset. Naturally, like someone started yelling at you, you're gonna get upset. So you keep that in mind when when you're dealing with kids. I said, what happened? He goes, they threw water on me, and I was like, oh, okay. I said, well, let's get into the showers. And I went to clean them up and everything like that, and it was a lot more than just water. It was like all this stuff. So while he's in the shower, getting all that stuff out of his hair, my anger level went to like 11, and I was like really, really fuming. But I fought the urge to scream and yell because that does nobody any good. Especially yourself. I mean, it works, your blood pressure goes up, and it's just not healthy. You know what I mean? So, but the way I am, I'm freaking out. I'm like, how can they do this to my boy? Like, what's wrong with these kids? Like, I was going like inside the house. I was going off, and it was his own sister too. Helped out too. It was the neighbor's kid wasn't alone. She didn't act alone. She had an accomplice. So I again calm myself down, collected my composure, went outside and looked at my daughter, and I just gave her I just said, "Come here," like that, you know. She didn't know what was going on. She didn't understand what she was being called in. And then I looked at the little girl, the little girl next door, and I said, "They're done playing for today, and they're not playing outside tomorrow. They are grounded, both of them, from playing outside." And then she just like stayed quiet and ran home. And I'm pretty sure I didn't give her like a look or a mean face or anything like that. But I was really angry about it. And I mean, I consciously know that I didn't do it on purpose. If I did give her a mean look or a mean face, I mean, my face looks the way it looks. So take that whatever, however you want to take it. And so she ran home, and then I explained to my daughter, I said, "You're done playing for today. Sit in your room. You're in timeout." And she cried for more than an hour. She was screaming, crying for an hour. She thought the world ended. And then when she stopped crying, everything, I explained to her what she did and how that was wrong to do to her brother. And it was just like, golly, my goodness. But there you go. There's a little bit of parenting. How I parent on my end. Back in the day, I would have got slapped up right in the middle of the street. If I was playing and I dumped water and grass and dirt on another kid's head, and then that parent saw their child like that, I would have got hit right, and then my parents would have been like, "Yeah, that's what you get." But today it's not like that today. You can't do that today. You know? Oof. All right. Did I just cut myself? No, I don't think I did. No, I think we're almost about done here with the shave here. Got some spots back here. This is annoying me. Can't get the. There we go. I feel like I just couldn't get the angle right. All right. Did I forget the neck? I always forget the neck. Yeah, exactly. Back in the day, it was on. It was definitely on. Especially where I grew up. Where I grew up in Brooklyn, it was like, the neighborhood. The neighborhood parents really like looked out for the kids and stuff like that, especially when they're playing in the street and everything like that. So there was always somebody quick. Like if somebody was messing up, if a little fight broke out or whatever, somebody was there like immediately. You had the illusion of being free. I remember one time we were playing street hockey. That's true, Mark. Yeah. No, I make sure they get out there. When one time I was playing street hockey, and I got high sticked, and that is the reason why I have. If I go like this, you see right here. If I go like that, there's like an indent there. That's a scar. Yeah, right there. There it is. I got hit right in the face with a hockey stick, and I got busted open. I was bleeding all over, blood all over my shirt, everything. Both my parents worked full time back then, so they weren't home. And as soon as I got hit and I was bleeding like that, like everybody scattered, like everybody left me alone. Like everybody I was playing with, they were like, they ejected. They didn't want to get in trouble, except for my one friend, Terrence. Like I don't talk to him anymore. This is, oh God, this is ages ago, 8 decades ago. So I don't know if you recognize the face. If you see this boy, man, thank you for sticking around, man. He stuck around, and he was like, I don't know what to do. And I'm like, neither do I. And I'm bleeding like crazy. But a mom came out. She came out with like, you know, peroxide, cotton swabs, and like cotton balls and band-aids and stuff like that. So she cleaned me up, and then just like, you know, um, she cleaned me up and just, you know, bandaged my head and everything like that. So when my parents came home, I had to explain to them what happened and everything like that. They weren't upset or anything like that. They were just really like concerned. And yeah, so that's one thing that in this day and age, living in Jersey, it's not like that. You know, in New Jersey, it's not like that at all. You no, the neighbors barely talk to each other around here. You know, at least in my area. But when I was growing up, everybody was involved. Like everybody, people were out there. Even while you're playing, there was you know, at least one or two moms just sitting in the front on the stoop, or just like, you know, at the window with, you know, sitting out with the elbows out, watching all the kids and everything like that. It's just not like that. You know, you don't have that sense of like real, like you don't have that sense of community here in New Jersey. Like, just, I don't know. Like that's real community. You know, everybody's everybody's just there. You know. And people talk to each other, you know, like fucking over here, and like maybe my neighbor says hi. That's pretty much it. But other than that, there's no conversation. I mean, not that I would like to have a conversation with anybody anyway, because I'm very like, you know, stick to myself. But you know, it'd be nice. It'd be nice to see it. All right, so all right, pretty good head shave. You know, took a little longer than I'd like with this quad blade, Wilkinson sword quad blade. Now the Wilkinson sword, I think company's been around for a while now, a pretty long time. But yeah, it's okay, it's decent. I don't. I guess people may like want to buy it. I don't know, or whatever. To go with the Dr. John's black shaving soap, I'm gonna use their aftershave like tonics. This is old, right? So what happened while this was in the bathroom, the condensation got to the label, and the label started to chip away. But it's the black label, you know. It's their aftershave tonic, their skin disinfectant, if you want to call it, and smells really good. It's got a restrictor top. I think this is a 4-ouncer. Yep, it's a 4-ounce. You know. It's got your basic alcohol, witch hazel, things like that. Everything to make your skin sting. Oh god, it smells really good though. You know, you don't have to wear cologne or nothing after you shave with this and use this scent. It's very loud, very loud. Makes you smell like a man. It's a very manly scent. Strong. Ooh, there's no fruit flavor, fruit scented stuff in this at all. I forget the scent profile. I just know it has bergamot in it. Bergamot, maybe some amber. I think I smell some amber. It's good. It's good stuff. All right, hang on here. I'm gonna wash it off my hands because I don't want it in my beard. Okay. Now for the beard care part of it, if I can find my damn brush, here it is. Now, we're gonna talk a little about beard here. So in the sunlight, this doesn't look as dark as it is, you know. I like using power head. Oh yeah, I have the skull shaver. I have it right here. The only problem is, like, you can't really do a live stream with the skull shaver because you're gonna be like 10 minutes of just this. 10-15 minutes of doing that. And if I want to talk, I have to scream over the motor. Like, it's not good for, it's not live shave friendly. But I do have it. I do use it. This is my original one that I got, like, I don't know how long ago. Still works, still the original head. I just wash it and make sure it's really clean after every time I use it. And it really does last. I like it a lot. This is a good one. And I was gifted the platinum rinse stand. Just goes like that. You put water in this, turn it on, and it cleans it out for you. It's good. I like the skull. It's really good for like quick shaves. Like, when do I like? Yeah, I do. I like the way it finishes it. It doesn't get it super like. It doesn't get it like this. Like, it doesn't get it like, like a blade will. But really, like, I mean, as close as possible without using a blade, that does it. So it does work. I like it. If I don't get my accelerator, if I get my accelerator this week, then obviously I won't shave my head. But if I don't get it, I should definitely get it next week. Should be within the 2 weeks time frame of shipping. Maybe I'll do the live head shave with that, so my hair is not so short, because as soon as I get the accelerator, I want to start putting it on my head immediately. Like, I really want that to grow the hair. I want to see how the hair is going to grow out afterward. So maybe I'll use that. Maybe I'll do a live with that just to show you guys how bad it's going to be. Doing a live stream with the skull shaver, just maybe not though, but we'll see. I don't know. You never know. So back to the beard. What I was saying. The picture I put up yesterday on Instagram, the sunlight like made the hairs look whiter than they were. As you can see, like right here in like my room's light, it's not white. It's still dark, So when I took that picture, I was like, holy crap. And then I looked in the mirror and I'm like, holy crap. And it's just because the sun was hitting me. And it made the hairs look a lot whiter than before, because like, it's still dark from the color. So that color does work. I thought when I took that picture, I was looking at it, I said, oh my God, it's really washing out. I washed my beard maybe twice after I had that the product in. And I really it looked like it was really washing out. But even here on the tip here, maybe it just didn't take here. Maybe I didn't do it deep enough or whatever. But that little bottom here, it's not super white, but it's not as dark as the top part right here, because all this was white, super white, and all this was white. So this still, well, I'm gonna let it go until it actually does wash out, and then I'll keep track of time from the time I posted the video till the time that this fades away. So I still don't think they should call it permanent hair dye, because permanent hair dye is just that, it's permanent. So when you have permanent hair dye, the only way that the dye will go away is if you trim and your hair grows out, because at your root, the hair is still white. I don't know, let's see here. Well, these roots are colored, so give it some time. When it grows, then I'll show a picture of half and half. That's the way the other hair coloring kit worked, simpler. When I used that one, that was truly permanent. That didn't fade away. My beard grew out and I trimmed the color parts away. But this one is saying it fades away in 6 weeks and it's calling itself permanent. So it's not really permanent, you know what I mean? Permanent is permanent, you know what I'm saying? So they should call it semi-permanent. If it's not 100% permanent, call it semi-permanent. Okay. But that's enough with my my beard color rant. For today's beard care, I'm going to go with the newest combo I picked up, and that is from Stroke. In the Scissor Tail scent is their barbershop, or barbershop-esque. wet the beard. Putting product in dry beard is like, just, it makes the, I feel like the hairs don't absorb it. So I always wet my beard every time I do it, every time I put something in. The color parts really don't feel like harder or straw-like or anything like that. I think that as far as the feel goes, it feels the same. The Just for Men, I'm gonna say it right now, Just for Men, man, that burned up my hairs, and so did the Cremo one. The Cremo one burned up my hairs where I had to shave. I was using everything on my beard hair. And after coloring my beard with the Cremo beard coloring thing, that one, nothing made my beard soft. But you don't know about that. You don't know how that's going to affect you until like the next day or two, when you don't have any product in. You wash your beard, you go to bed. If you don't put anything on overnight, you wake up and you feel your beard. You're like, oh man, God, my beard feels like shit. So, you know. And then even after you put product in, you start feeling it. You really start noticing like how bad the dye makes your beard feel. The best feeling beard I got from hair dye is definitely from the Simpler. And I don't have an affiliate or nothing like that with them, right? I don't have codes or nothing like that with them. It's just like, you know, my honest experience with the Simpler, brand. It was just a better beard dye. Put the oil in. The stroke stuff is pretty good. I used it once. This is my second time using it. It's got a good feeling beard. I dig it. I definitely have had worse. It's not hard. It's not horrible. All right. Is there butter? There it is, nice and white. It's like super creamy, like super creamy butter. Just comes right out of the jar. Look at that. There it is, and just melts down real quick. It's very it's a good tacky butter. It's not watery or thin at all. I mean, it's a great styling butter. It's almost like a modeling paste kind of deal. On here. At night, I use, it all depends of, you know, what I'm doing or how I'm feeling. Some nights I don't put anything in. And some nights I just use a little bit of fractionated coconut oil, because it doesn't have a strong fragrance to it, and especially I don't want to use a butter or oil that, you know, my wife is not gonna like, because I gotta sleep next to her and we're kind of like this. So I don't you know, offend her her sense of smell. I just put some fractionated coconut oil. If your room is a good temperature, it will stay a solid. If the room is too warm, it will liquefy. The kind you get in the store, you know, the grocery store. And it works. It really does. Makes your beard feel nice and soft. I mean, it's good. I get it. I get a great feeling beard using fractionated coconut oil alone. So, and And when I wake up, my beard feels okay. Like it's not horrible. It doesn't dry out and all that stuff. Yeah, I know some guys that just use olive oil. You know, they use olive oil. They use just coconut oil. I met one guy at a store who just uses vitamin E. You know. All right, so yeah, not bad, not bad. Towel fell. Oh, God. Okay. And then we'll do the final brush here. Get the whole thing ready. Every time I do this, I'm like, oh, I need to trim my cheeks, my beard line. So we'll do that next, as always. I think that's part of it now. That has evolved to become part of the show now, is to not really show, but shave, clean up the cheek lines. So what am I going to use to do that today? Let's see. Do I have a blade in this? I do. Sweet. We'll do this. We'll use this to line up the cheeks. The cheeks. Oh, all right. Never get it right on the first shot. I don't know why. It just never works out for me. Not good enough. I'll do the other side. Ooh, that just cut my thumb. No, okay. Ooh, that was close. Wiping away the hairs and all that stuff with my finger. I was like, I thought I did it. I thought I cut myself. Ooh, we did that completely freehand. I didn't even like look. Kind of just. Okay. All right, we're good. And I'll both throw hairies in my face, on my face skin. I think I do have to. Yeah, I do have the fuzz on my ears. When you get older as a man, you get hairy ears. You know, the inside, the hair starts to come out. You guys know, you're older gentlemen. You know, maybe you do. I know I do. I have a problem with it. I get fuzz around the edge of my earlobes here and on the bottom. And if I can find it, I think it's right here. To get that fuzz and all that stuff, I used to use a razor blade and just, you know, go along my ear. And for a while, I was like, I'm going to cut my ear really badly one time I do this. And I ended up cutting my ear really badly one time, and I was like, all right, never again. I'm not gonna do it like that. So, you know, I use this thing right here. This is just a foil shaver I got on Amazon. Right there, real simple. Just to turn it on, it just, that's it. And you get the ears. And that's it. That's how you get the ear fuzz away. Well, that's how you get the ear fuzz to go away. Is just grab yourself one of those foil shavers. They work really well for small hairs that are close to the skin. And yeah. Once the redness goes away, I'll be able to see. Oh, I missed a spot there. Very visibly missed a spot there. Look at that. Okay. Yeesh, my ear's all red. All right. I really haven't shown that on the live, how I clean up my ears. I'm very hairy when it comes to the ears and the face and the eyebrows and everything like that. My hair don't grow. My arm hair is not that long. I don't have any chest hair. I have no back hair. But when it comes to like my face, like the beard, eyebrows, ears, and nose, hair, just that's where the hair grows, you know? I wish the opposite went to the top of my head. What's up, Ron? How you doing? But it just doesn't. My top of my head, the hair just abandoned me. But grows everywhere else, sprouts out everywhere where I don't want it to sprout out. And I think that's just, my luck in a nutshell. Good to see you, Ron. It's been a while. It's been a minute. Let's see. The neckline. I think I'm going to leave the neckline alone for now. Maybe I'll hit it next week. We'll see. I do shave my neck. Like right from here down. I trim that up. Which I could probably do with the foil shaver now. Nah, I'll leave it. It's all right. I get told, don't shave that part. It'll add to your beard. But when it does grow out, it kind of just grows like down. It doesn't really make my beard look fuller. It makes me look like I have a weird neck beard. So I don't have a neck beard. I shave it. I shave it all the way up to the beard line. And that's it. So there is no neck beard here. My beard all comes from my face, my cheeks. I feel like the good Lord blessed me with a good beard for this channel, All right, one last brush. All right, this was good. This was a good show today. Well, a good shave today. I don't call it a show because it's not really a show. It's me shaving my face. I don't have a production. I don't do a whole production prep thing or anything like that. It's not. That's why I don't call it a show. So I call it a shave because that's what it is. All right. I'm ready for the world. I'm ready for the day today. So yeah, to recap what I used in today's shave, if you made it this far into the replay, if I don't know what you're doing, but anyway, for the shave, I used the Wilkinson Sword Quad Blade Razor. I used Lather Jack's pre-shave oil. I like it. I just don't like the scent because it's grapefruit and grapefruit scent. I don't like grapefruit. For the beard care, I went with Stroke Beard. So it's good stuff. I like it. I really like the butter. I like the butter. I think, a little more than the oil. Yeah, it's a really nice for styling. Really nice. It's super creamy. Very. It's got a good hold to it. You know. Yeah, yeah, Ron. It's still it's just a thick. I just have a thick beard, you know. So I just never let it grow to see how long it actually could grow, you know. I always end up trimming it. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna try and let it grow. I want to let it grow. I don't want to trim it. I haven't trimmed it. The only thing I've trimmed was the mustache. I trimmed up the mustache a little bit with the Brio. And even that was at a really high, what are they called? Attachments. And then I used scissors to get just the top part here because the top part hairs, when they grow, they curl up and they go into my nose, and it drives me nuts. I can't stand that feeling. So I know eventually if I don't cut them anymore, they'll stop curling up and they'll grow down because the weight of the hair will bring it down, and I'll have this big like mustache, you know. But I can't take it. I don't have the patience to let that happen. So I always just trim it out. What's up, Eric? How you doing? Good morning. Yeah, I don't have patience for all that. So my mustache will always stay this length, and the beard around it will grow, and that's it. You know what I mean? So yeah. But I am interested to see how long this will grow by itself, you know. See, that butter really just, it keeps it tight. It keeps the beard tight. So if you want to pick up anything from Stroke, I say go with the butter. I mean, you can never go wrong with an oil. Oils are always like, you know, oils are always good. Their butter, I feel, is like really good. It's a good butter. What was I about to do? I wonder if I should try this heat brush. Now, let's try the heat brush. I never used the heat brush before. I had the heat brush. I bought it because I was gonna do a review on it. I used it like once just to, you know, see if it heated up and it got hot and stuff like that. And so I don't know if it's gonna make a difference. I'm gonna let it warm up. Whoa, there's green and there's red. You know, I probably should have saved the instructions on this brush. This is like one of the cheapest brushes I found on Amazon. Super cheap. I forget. I can't even tell you the brand name. It was, that's how long ago I bought it. But if I look through Amazon, I'll be able to find it again. Actually, when I look through Amazon, I'll look at my order history. I'll be able to get the name of it and all that stuff. But it's just a basic beard heat brush with a cord. The cord, you know, just twists as it goes. I got product in my beard now, so I don't know. Maybe I'll straighten it out. We'll see. Hopefully, once it gets warm. It heats up rather quickly. Let me see. No, I don't think it's hot enough. Let's see here. I don't know. Anybody have experience with heat brushes? I mean, I never. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's warm. Warming up. There we go. Okay. Now I do have this dip right here. There's like a little dip right here. I think y'all can see it. If you can see right here, there's that dip there. So let's see if the heat brush will make that go away. It's hard to tell. I don't know. Let's see. Well, I'm seeing a little improvement. Yeah, slight. Now, I don't have tons of experience with heat brushes because I don't really do this in all directions. Okay. Don't follow the jawline. Up and down. Ooh, I almost did it. I almost said it. Up and down like your sister. Oh, shit. I'll slow down though, okay. I'm cracking myself up. In my head, I'm talking a lot. Ooh, that kind of hurt. That kind of hurt. I think it's too hot. All right, up and down. Oh, I saw some smoke. Hold on here. We're gonna turn this heat down a little bit. We're burning my beard out. That's my fear. Like, I don't want to go too slow and then I burn my hairs. This thing is smoking. No, was it? Yeah, it was. Oh, up and out. Like this? Up and out? See, this is good. I'm learning how to do this right now on the... Up and out, right? Like that, and now straight down, and now straight down. There we go. And now straight down, right? Now that my beard looks like this. I swear, you're doing this all for the screenshots. I know this. Okay, as long as it's the oil and the as long as it's the oil and the butter and not my actual hair on fire, that'd be nice. Now I'm assuming I go slowly straight down. Ow. Fucking handle, man. Let's turn this off. We're gonna unplug it. The handle got really hot. Let's put it with the rest of my wife's heat shit. I got straighteners, I got hair dryers, I got curlers, I got everything on this side. The temp is 2. It was it was 1 dot and there's 2 dots. I had it on the 2 dots. That's it. I mean, okay, you know, all right. I can't really tell if it did anything. I think it did because I don't have that dip here anymore now. I think I definitely got rid of that dip. There we go. You learn something new every day. So thank you guys. Thank you, Eric and Ron, for helping me do all that. I never do that stuff, so I don't know how to do it. One would say, watch a YouTube video on it. I'm pretty sure there are YouTube videos on how to use the heated brush. All right, so yeah. You need to watch Mayor's brush video. Okay, Mayor's got a brush video, you know. Cool, all right, I'll check him out. Mayor, who's Mayor? The Mayor's that guy with, nah, I know who Mayor. I know who the Mayor is. I'm just kidding, I'm kidding. Does a show on Sundays, I know. With Dan, I get it, I know. All right. So this is good. I learned how to use this heat brush now, and I'm gonna start using it a little bit more. And as I use it, I'll go watch the Mayor's video. Got this tickle in my throat, man. And I need to eat. I didn't eat nothing today, or I didn't eat anything today. So I'm gonna go do that. I have some breakfast. Although it is, what time is it? It's lunchtime. Hang on here. 10:15. 10:15. That's around lunchtime. Oh, thanks, Ron. 10:15 around. 10:15. Maybe another 15 minutes. Wait for 10:30. Go get a sandwich somewhere. You know. That's one thing I'm gonna do. It's brunch time. That's right. It's brunch time. That means mimosas are still in effect. You know. So one thing I'm gonna do for this channel, well, on this channel, not for this channel, but on this channel, is that I am gonna go start reviewing burgers. And all the plant-based burgers I've tried, I definitely have a rating gauge system that I've developed when I start eating these things. But I've always done it like for myself, so I know like I'm never gonna go back there again, or this is exactly what I want, how I want it, and everything. This place is great. So I'm gonna start filming this stuff because why not? You know what I mean? I'm gonna go eat it anyway. Let's film it. You know, just like I'm doing the shaves. I shave my head anyway. I might as well, you know, go live when I do it. And yeah, so I think I'm gonna call it burger time. I don't know what I'm gonna call it yet. I think I'm gonna call it burger time, like Johnny JG Burger Time or something like that, where I'm just gonna go to different restaurants and during lunchtime and try their plant-based burgers, their Impossible burgers, their Beyond burgers, because I've eaten a lot of Beyond burgers and Impossible burgers that were made from different restaurants, and the way that they cook them, some of them make them very wrong, some of them make them good, and some of them make them really okay. I personally, myself, make the best Impossible burger. No, it's the Beyond Burger. No, I make the best Beyond Burger. Nobody makes the Beyond Burger as well as I do. No, they wouldn't all taste the same. That's like saying, would all beard oils work the same? No, you know, does argan oil, jojoba oil, and coconut oil and all that stuff, doesn't that all feel the same? No, it all comes down to how they cook them and what they season it with and everything like that. And, you know, sometimes they make these burgers and they don't care about the pounding patties with Jamie. Nice. Pounding patties, all right. Sometimes when they cook these burgers, they kind of overcook the one side too long, and they don't flip them right. So what happens with the Beyond Burger meat is that it'll cook on the outside, and on the inside it won't be cooked correctly. Like it'll still be like, it'll be warm but kind of raw, and like that kind of meat, that kind of like the Beyond Burger meat, if you want to call it meat, the patty itself, that can't be undercooked. That has to be cooked all the way through, because it's not it tastes horrible if it's not cooked all the way through. If there's a little bit of it that's raw in the middle, it's awful. So I've perfected the way to cook this burger, and out of all the burgers I've eaten from the restaurants, I make it the best. Like I truly do. I make it the best, and I know I make it the best because my kid eats it. We try to feed him other, burgers outside, and he don't eat them. He does not eat it, and yeah, it's raw. Banny, it's raw. You have to cook them. You can't just pick out the patty and eat it. It's not like that. Anyway, my son won't eat them anywhere else. He only eats the ones that I make. So I know that I make them the best because he's super picky. And I know from my own taste that I make them the best. So I would put my Beyond Burger against every restaurant in New Jersey. That's how good I make my burger. And I'll stick to that. I'll stick to that, And yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. All right. I catch you guys on the next one. Maybe I'll shave next Tuesday. It all depends on when I get the accelerator in. If I get it in by the end of the, by what's today, Tuesday? Tuesday? If I get it by like Monday, of course, I'm not going to shave my head because I'm going to be using the accelerator on my head. I want to see if it, can help grow the hair on my head. So, and in the video, I'll show you what my head hair looks like when I don't shave. Like as much hairs that will grow on my head, I have a photo of it. The last photo I took of my head before I actually shaved my head bald. So, yeah. So you have to try what? I don't know what you're talking about. Give me some context here. So if I get, like I said, if I get the accelerator before next Tuesday, then I won't shave my head next Tuesday. I'll make the very first video to track the growth of my head hair using the accelerator. So that's what I'm going to do. And if I don't have it, you'll have it by then. Okay, cool. If I have Gary saying I'll have it by then, I'll have it by then. So yeah, look forward to that. And I will see you later. All right. Peace out.